I took these two stupas to the same shore, the same beach, and there I set them to fire. I torched the stupas. Vilen Künnapu is an Estonian old school constructivist and spiritual architect. First time I met Vilen Künnapu 15 years ago in Jyväskylä, Finland, in Alvar Aalto Symposium, and after that on several occasions in Estonia and Asia. Obviously, architect Künnapu is thinking quite eternal questions, and he has found the duty of architecture as the mediator between human beings or existing human beings and more higher or even cosmic energies or entities. Vilen and August Künnapu, I invited them year 2005 to South Taiwan in the city of Kaoshioung for the Taiwan Design Expo 2005 and its future pavilion. They didn't have any accident in Kaoshioung. They were working in the future pavilion of the Taiwan Design Expo in one of the wings called Urban Acupuncture, where Vilen realized two of his stupa buildings. These two stupa buildings which could be viewed as some sort of an acupuncture or dealing with the energies of the exhibition space as one-to-one scale or scale models for bigger stupa buildings to be built for the energies of the whole Kaoshioung city in the future. Anyway, they flew up to Taipei, to the capital of Taiwan, after the opening of the exhibition, and I drove after them with a truck. I arrived in Taipei to my home, where they were sleeping at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I found out that some terrible accident had happened. I opened the door and Vilen was sitting in my living room and he was covered with blood. I was standing there and didn't really know what to say. First thing that came to my mind was actually that both Vilen and August really love cats. Is that they had tried to play with my cats. I have 2 cats, but they're wild. They don't allow people to touch them. But this was not the case. They had decided to go for a swim, because they also love swimming. And at the beach, some half an hour walk away, and they went swimming there, but in the wrong time. They were not aware of the tidal changes in the Pacific Ocean there, and actually got surprised by the ebbing tide and eventually started to be sucked away towards the horizon. And this is the same time when the night falls also, so they were fighting the ebbing tide and surrounded by complete darkness. They lost each other, and Vilen thought he's gonna drown. Then he was hit by a stone. He said the stone was sent by God, of course. And basically he was just hanging on the stone for the whole ebbing tide, quite badly, bruising himself and cutting his upper torso with the oysters or whatever on the stone, bleeding there. Sooner or later the tide stopped ebbing, and he managed to swim to the shore. But I asked him, because he had time in the complete darkness, hanging on this stone, that what did he think? And he told me that he thought that actually he had lost his son, that the tide had taken August away, that August had drowned. And he had enough time to accept the fact that he has no son anymore. And when he came to the shore, so actually he found August there waiting for him. Also when I came home and he was like licking his wounds in my living room, so August was already happily sleeping. Yeah, they flew to Estonia, and after the exhibition was finished, so I took the 2 Stupa buildings up to Taipei and set them to my garden for a year. And after that, before going from Taiwan to some other duties, so took these 2 Stupas to the same shore, the same beach, where they had this close to death experience, where they had been close to drowning, and there I set them to fire. I torched the Stupas.